Hello, this is Gareth Williams, and in this video I want to demonstrate how to configure Cisco iOS zone-based firewalls. A zone logically separates areas of the network. This is to apply different security levels. By default on Cisco iOS routers, no zones can communicate with different zones except for the self zone. The self zone is the router itself. In our example, we have two zones, an inside and an outside. The outside is connected to the internet, the untrusted network, and we have an inside network as well, which is going to be our LAN. This is a Windows XP machine running on VirtualBox, and this is connected to the internet, and we have full internet connectivity from here. If I go to the Windows XP machine, and I should be able to ping the internet fine. Once it's done, it's ARP resolutions and whatnot. There we go. We are pinging away. So to configure this, we need to go onto the router. My home router is given this this address here, and this 192.168.0.6, and this is the inside interface. Take a look at the running config. I've got NAT configured here. So to configure the zone-based firewalls, we need to first create the zones. Zone security outside. We can set a description if we want on that. Zone security inside. Now the next thing we need to do is to apply the zones we've just created to interfaces. So we go to the outside interface first. I think it's zone member security outside, and then we'll go to the LAN. Zone member security inside, and if we have a look at our XP machine, the pings have stopped working. So because we put these interfaces into these different security zones, there's no traffic allowed between them. The router will just stop it. Next thing we can do is say what traffic is allowed to flow between the different zones. This is done via a class map. Now, so the class map will identify what traffic to flow between the zones. We need to create a policy map that says what to do with that traffic, to say whether we are allowed to accept it or deny it. And then we need to create a service policy then that says where to apply the policy map that we just created. So a class map identifies traffic, policy map says what to do with that traffic, and the service policy says where to apply that policy map that we just created. Thank you, Keith. Okay, so let's create the class maps. So here we need to say what type we're going to use. So we are going to use inspect. Yeah, and let's give it a name. Zone-based firewall CM. Actually, we need to do a match any, and then zone. Then give it a name. Class map. Okay. Now we need to say what to match. So we are going to match ICMP. So that is the ping. Now we create a policy map. This is also going to be an inspect, and we should call it zone-based firewall policy map. We need to refer to the class map that we have just created. Class map, so this is zone-based firewall. So it's referring to the ICMP, and what we're going to do we are going to inspect it. That is it. Oop. Okay, so now we need to apply this, but we also need to say what zones can communicate with other zones. So this is done via a zone, well, via the zone pair command. So the name of this is going to be in to out. The source zone is the inside. The destination zone is going to be the outside. We'll hit enter that. And now we need to do the, well, specify the service policy. This is also going to be inspect, and the policy map is called zone-based firewall policy map. Okay, and now let's see what happens here. And our pings have started back up again. If we try to browse the internet, we'll see what happens. Well, let's go there. Anyway, it's not going to work because we are not identifying the traffic here. So if we go back under that, we want to match protocol. Okay, so TCP. So TCP by itself isn't going to do much. We also need UDP for DNS. And if we go back to our VirtualBox, let's hit reload. We'll see what happens. Will it work? Looks like it's working. Let's connect in. Come on. And there we have it. So that is an example on how to configure zone-based firewalls, Cisco iOS zone-based firewalls. Thank you for watching.